Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Russell, and today I'm going to show you how to pull the codes that are stored in your computer on your OBD1 equipped vehicle. Now this pretty much is from 1985 to 1994, 95-ish, depending on the vehicle. Pretty much in 1996 and later. They're all OBD2 up till today, which is 2024. So the connector on the OBD1 is completely different. If you have a reader for OBD2, it generally will not work with OBD1. Now, I do not have a reader for the OBD1, but I do have a little trick that we're going to use a paper clip, and then we're going to look on the dash for a series of flashing lights to determine what the code is on this vehicle. This happens to be a 1989 Chevy K1500, and it has the 5.7 liter Chevy engine. And I apologize for the way the lighting is. It's kind of dark. I'm in the garage, but I do have a light on, so I'm going to zoom in here as best I can. I want it to be clear. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take just a standard paper clip, all right? And there's a top and a bottom row of holes or ports. Excuse me. If you're sitting in the seat of the vehicle, the two holes on the top right, there's a little A and a B, which you're not going to be able to see on the camera, but you can usually see it. But it's the top two right holes. I'm going to take the paper clip and I'm going to insert it into those two ports like that. All right, so all I'm doing is jumping the A and the B port. Let me get another angle. Okay, that's all I've done. Make sure that it is making contact with the little pins in there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the dash, and I'm going to explain what I'm going to do before I do it so you can see what's happening. I will turn the key, the ignition on, but I'm not going to start the vehicle. The service engine light is going to come on, and it's going to flash a code 1, 2. All right, it'll flash 1, and there'll be a pause, and then it'll flash 1, 2. And it's going to do that 3 times. That just lets you know that it's in diagnostic mode. After that, it is going to go through the series of codes that are stored in the computer, and they're going to be 2-digit codes. So it will do that. It will flash the code, just like it did the 1, 2. It'll do that for a series of 3 times, and it'll go to the next code, and the next code, and the next code. Once it's presented all the codes, it will go back to the 1 and then 1, 2, which is 12, okay? So we're gonna turn, all right, so it'll flash once. 1, 1, 2, okay? 1, 1, 2, okay, just gonna do it one more time. 1, 1, 2. Okay, now here comes the first code. 1, 2, 1, 2, it's 22. 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, if there's another code, it will come up next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 43. It'll do that 2 more times. 3, 4. And then it's going to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now if there's no more codes, it'll flash a 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, and it'll do that 3 times. All right, so that means that it's got all the codes out. So there's a code 22 and a code 43. So what we need to do is we need to go on the internet and find out what code 22 and 43 is on an OBD1 system. All right, so I just went into Google and typed in OBD1 codes for GM vehicles, and this is what I got. So you can see that a code 22 is a throttle position sensor, circuit low, signal voltage low, and then code 43 is knock sensor error. Okay, so the two codes stored on this vehicle happen to be those two right there. I'm going to do a separate video because the vehicle is actually not able to start. I'll do a completely separate video, but this video is just going to go through how to get the codes, and then there's not a lot of codes that it can be. But anyway, that's what you do. So if there are readers that will do OBD1, but there's no sense in spending money when you can just do this paperclip trick and be able to get the codes yourself. To clear the codes, we'll just disconnect the battery for like, well, it says here 20 seconds. I usually like to disconnect them for about 60 seconds and then hook it back up. So I hope that helps. Some of these older cars, unfortunately, a lot of mechanics, if they're newer and they're not familiar with these older cars, don't know, or well, they should know, but they may not. But anyway, you can do this yourself. All it takes is a paperclip and an internet connection to find out what the codes are, and you can do it yourself. So, all right, guys, with that being said, I will talk to you on the next video.